While most young people are stuck in traffic or glued to their screens, she's here, choosing cows over corporate. Just a year ago, this was a risk. Today, it's a routine. Early mornings, dirty boots, and decisions that actually matter. People didn't expect this path for her, and some even said she was wasting her potential. But every day, she shows up, feeds, milks, cleans, checks, repeats, not for aesthetic, but because she has a passion for it. I'm spending this afternoon with her to see how she started dairy farming into a real business, what it's really like choosing this life, and the parts that nobody prepares you for. So stick around, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and my name is Wanji Olasa.
So right now I have V, and I'm gonna do a little interview with her to understand where she's coming from, why she's doing whatever she's doing. So without further ado, let's get started. So hi.
Hello.
So please introduce yourself.
My name is Veronica Madhu. I'm a dairy farmer. I'm 19 years old. Yeah, I'm a young dairy queen, that is. Yeah, sure, this is my office.
Hold on, first things first, you said you're 19.
Yeah, sure, I'm 19 years old.
I would first of all love to understand, when did you even finish your high school studies, and what were you aiming to become as you were doing the 844 thing?
So I graduated from high school in 2024, November. That is when I graduated from high school. And from there, ukimaliza shule, you have that period where you're supposed to stay at home before you join campus. I actually did very well in KCSE, and I really wanted to do anything that is dealing with medicine and all that. I did well, by the way. But considering what I'm doing right now, I think I was never called for that. I am supposed to take another path. So I'm supposed to take animal health. That is what I'm aspiring to do. But okay, to cut the long story short, when I finished high school, that was, I said, in November, I thought of doing something, and I was like, what am I going to do? I am not skilled. I don't know what to do. But I took that opportunity because I'm from Githunguri.
How did you land into dairy farming? What really inspired you? I'd love to learn that story.
Oh, the reason as to why I chose to take this path, it is because I've seen the potential that cows they can give to farmers. I've seen that potential. Mi nimelelewa kwa ng'ombe, nimesomeshwa na ng'ombe, nimeishi maisha poa juu ya ng'ombe. So I know that potential. I know that cows, they can give you like good profits. So what I did, since I'm in Githunguri, and I have a lot of friends, like they are not of my age, they are older than me. So like when you interact with people, like open-minded people, like people who are having this kind of a business, you're like, oh, I want to be like them, I want to do such. But I did not have the capital. So what did I do? There was some money that had been allocated for me, like for me to study. I persuaded my dad. It was difficult, like 18-year-old girl, wewe unaniambia nini? Like unataka nikupatie pesa, like solid money, unataka tikuanzia mambo ya ng'ombe. And I can actually quote something yenye aliniambia, if anything goes wrong, usiwahi nirudie useme ati nilisema nijui nilikufanyia kukusomesha. That was his words actually. But I took that step, yeah, kuinvest na wao. They gave me that opportunity for investing. For investing in dairy farming. Nilianza na ng'ombe 4. I started with 4 cows, and right now, within 1 year, in 1 year span, I have 10 cows and I have a business. Clock that.
So, talking about your dad, what did he expect you to be?
Oh, my dad expected me to be actually an airline. Actually mi nilipass vizuri, like KCSE I passed. So my dad was like, oh, like dem akishamaliza shule, let me allocate some cash. Like I want her to be a very great person in life. I want her to be like, unaona, like the proud dads when you're like watoto wao wamesoma. That is what my dad really wanted me to be. But right now, I can also do that. It's never late. I'm actually joining Kenyatta University in September intake. I'm going to do animal health.
After hearing her story, I realized how much she's already managed to do. She's only 19, and the discipline, the responsibility, the work she carries every single day, it's a lot. So I wanted to step back from the big story for a moment and really understand her day-to-day life, what her mornings look like, the routines she can't skip, and what it actually takes to keep this farm running.
So my day starts at 4 a.m. in the morning. That is not even 4, let's call it 3 a.m. in the morning. That is when we start milking our cows. Then by 4 tunakuwa tumepeleka maziwa kwa collection center. Then 4:30 we are back, and from 4:30 to 5:30 watu wa kazi, they feed the cows. Then after that they go back to sleep. Call it at around 6 a.m. in the morning up to 8 a.m. From 8 a.m. they start the cleaning. Wanaanza kuosha huku chini, wanaosha sometimes, not every day, but wanaosha ng'ombe like twice a week. They wash the troughs, they wash the automatic waters, they ensure that everything is clean. From there they change the beddings, not really every day, like we can call it twice a week. After that wanaosha the mitungi za kubebea maziwa na za kukamulia. They wash that and everything. Now by 10 a.m. wanakuwa wameshamaliza the cleaning and everything. Now wanaanza kuprepare vile wata milk the second time of the day. Now they start milking for the second time of the day. Wana milk, then they take the milk to the collection center. Then at 3:30 wanakuwa wamerudi. From there they start feeding the cows again. The second time, don't forget. So about the feeding, this is what, let me show you what we feed our cows actually. Here we have concentrates. We have dry fodders, and we have some protein supplements kama hizi cowpeas. Kuna hizi cowpeas, sijui mnazitanga aje, meshiri. I don't know what they are called in English, by the way. Yeah, these cowpeas. Flat, I think they are French beans or something. Yeah, French beans. We have napier grass, we have concentrates, but we give them kuna ile portion yenye unafaa kupatia ng'ombe. So if you want to learn, if you're interested in dairy farming, you want to learn about that, my number is on the screen. Yeah, clock that. From there, wakisha feed, they do several activities. That is kama kuchanganya chakula, scooping the cow dung. It's okay, scooping the cow dung. Kama there is kuosha ndoo za maziwa. Yeah, they wanaosha ndoo za maziwa, and they ensure everything like it's clean, everything is at place. From there they rest again. Then tupatane 6 p.m. for the third milking. So they milk the cows for the third time, and that's it. They take the milk to the collection center. At 7 ng'ombe wameshapewa chakula, wameshalala, and that's it. They go back to their normal lives.
At 19, most of our friends, of course, are worried about campus, parties, and what comes next. Her days look very different, so I wanted to know how the people her age reacted when she chose farming instead.
What did your friends expect you to be? You know, because you're a 17-year-old, maybe they're gonna join campus, go have fun, because you know you're young and cute, you wanna be outside. Yeah. But now you decide to venture into dairy farming, which normally young people are gonna think that's dirty work.
I know.
So how are their reactions?
As a 17-year-old girl, you're thinking of kukaa kwenu, maybe ukingoja shule, some hizo vitu kama hizo. You're thinking of maybe clubbing, sisemi ni vibaya, but 18 year, like unafikiria tu sherehe. But mimi, I literally don't think that that's it. Mimi, like personally, I thought of investing. Everyone says go to school, and it is true. It's actually right to gain skills and knowledge in the field yenye uko. It is very right, and it's very advisable. But hiyo time yenye mimi nilimaliza shule na ile time yenye tulikuwa tunangoja like tuingie campus September, mimi nilikuwa nimeshafanya kitu by the way, but at the end of the day hata tukipiga sherehe you also need to kuniambia vi let's do this, hata kama ni kuanza kabiashara vi let's do this, I have 20,000 40,000, si lazima uanze na pesa mingi, I have 20,000 I have 10,000, tuanze mali you know. But sasa wao wanakwambia kuja tupige sherehe, kuja tukunywe chrome.
Oh no. Do you sometimes feel out of place because you're younger amongst, you know, this kind of thing is done by way older people? Do you feel out of place, and how do you cope with that?
From the fact that I'm young, like when I tell someone that I'm doing dairy farming or I'm in dairy farming, I'm a dairy queen, they're like, do you know what you're saying? Do you know what you're talking about? Because watu wengi they're like watu wenye wanafanya dairy farming, they should be old enough, they should have the skills and all that. It is true, you should have the skills and I have them because nimekwambia like mimi nimelelewa kwa ng'ombe. Then nikikwambia like nafanya dairy farming, you're like, what do you mean girl? I'm in dairy farming. But when I open my mouth, Kai, you're like, oh my God, please come up again. What is your age? Like you will be left actually doubting about my age. You'll be like, V, are you really 18? Are you really 19? Yeah.
I'm looking at you and you're very fashionable. You're young. How do you get to manage, you know, fashion, social life, dairy? How's that for you?
The first thing is that despite of me being in dairy farming, I have a life outside, right? So I allocate time for kukua time. Kuna ile time yenye niko kwa farm, kuna ile time nafanya mambo zangu, kuna ile time niko kwa biashara zangu, you understand? So I allocate time, unajipanga tu, it's a matter of kujipanga. If you have to meet your friends, yeah, well and good, I do that. If it's a matter of seeing your family and visiting them, I allocate time for that. It's just a matter of managing. You manage your time well.
We're in 2026 January. I want to ask, when did you start this, you know, dairy farming? And yeah, first of all, answer that.
Ile time nilianza dairy farming, it was in January 2025. Kwa hii period ya November and December, we have been friends with these guys from kitambo nikiwa tu high school. And your time, that period, I was interacting with them. And I was like, I want to do dairy farming. I wasn't actually certain about it because it took me time, 2 months, not really a lot of time, 2 months. And then nikakuja nika approach now the owner of this farm. I told him I want to partner with you. Akaniangalia hivyo akachanga, wewe msichana, nimekubeba na kubeba ni ukitoka shule ukienda shule. Mimi ndo nilikuwa nakubeba unaniambia you want to partner with me. That was insane, right? But when I put everything in action, that is when akaona that I'm very serious in this. And that is when I started my journey in January 2025. Mm-hmm. Here I am, 1 year down the line.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
And are they the same people who gave you like equipment, land and space and even knowledge to be able to run dairy farming?
About the equipment and about the land was there, the farm was there, everything was there. Vile farm iko nilipata ikiwa hivyo, but I took that opportunity to invest with them and to invest in dairy farming through them, you understand? Yeah, I took that opportunity. About the knowledge, the basic knowledge about dairy farming ziko hapa. Nimelelewa nikifeed ng'ombe, like nimelelewa hizo like legit farming by the way, because kwetu tuko na ng'ombe by the way, not really mingi kama hizi, but we have cows zenye mimi nimelelewa nazo. So I've seen the potential. I've seen the potential. I've seen what dairy farming can do. I've seen my dad feeding them. I've seen watu wakienda kuendea majani wanaleta. I've seen what they feed. You understand? So I have the basic knowledge, the basic knowledge. Though kuna zile zingine unatafuta to like you do your own research. That's why I want to expand this. Like I want to take that career path so that I can perfect in what I'm doing. So that I can have everything to do with dairy farming I have to know.
After you started it, what has been your hardest day at work here?
My hardest day at work,
And how did it look like?
it was a tough one, by the way. Kuna ng'ombe mmoja like alipata calve, like she calved down, then due to lack of calcium akaanguka chini, like akaanguka like ile after amezaa, not umezaa, after amezaa akaanguka chini, eventually akakosa nguvu kabisa, and that is kaenda tu. We are talking about 260,000 imeshaenda, like umebaki tu na calve, that's it. It was so bad, it was so draining, and I felt like gosh, maybe zile maneno za babangu ndo zinaniambia like usiwahi mrudia, you will get the words, like maybe hizo maneno ndo sasa ninafaa nirudi nimwambie ng'ombe moja amekufa. But again I rose again, by the way. I rose again. I'm emotional.
I'm sorry, that's really devastating because I can imagine it's your first year. This is where you're trying to get money from, and then somehow the cow dies. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, thank you. It's okay. I've already healed from that.
So, have you ever sat back and thought, maybe I should go back to a normal job, or it's been really good that you wanna continue?
Girl, like going back to a normal job. This is the normal job. Which other normal job are you talking about? Like I've not been into any other like job apart from this one. You know that this is my first job. I like it. I love it. I want to do more than this.
Normally, this question is asked to people who are way older, but I want to ask her, what advice would you give to the 18-year-olds, people who've just malized Form 4? Please talk to them.
What I would like to tell you guys, like kama umemaliza Form 4, like work with what you have. Kama kwenu mko na avocados, kama mko na nyanya, kama mko na mahindi, like what you have kwenu, ile kitu yenye iko readily available, the materials that are readily available at your place or at your area, use that. Plus, don't entertain external pressures. Kama mimi nili entertaining external pressures, like singekuwa hapa. Let's talk about like telling the owner like nataka kuleta ng'ombe 4. Tena ako zile za ng'ombe 4 na mimi niko na ng'ombe 100. What is that? It doesn't add up. So utapata like kuna hiyo pressure, like you're like maybe they are discrediting me. No, don't worry. Like start with your 10,000, start with your 5,000, with hata ukiuza nyanya upate 300 ama 400 ama 500. Save your pesa. Invest. Usianze mambo za sherehe, by the way. Invest, like please, I'm just trying to tell you, like invest so that your monies can grow. Invest so that your money can grow. Yeah, that's it.
So, what's your vision for like 5 years? Where do you see yourself? What kind of farm do you want to have? Do you plan on venturing onto maybe other agricultural things? Mm-hmm. How does the future look like for you?
The first thing, where I was yesterday or where I was in 2025 January is not the same place that I am here today. So I'm very sure that in 5 years, I'll be somewhere great. I want to have my own ranch, a big ranch, by the way, a modern farm. I want to have my own ranch. Yeah, and I'm gonna be there. I don't know how I'm going to manage like my studies and this, but I will. Need to manage, by the way. I will. Yes.
So that has been me and V, and I know you're inspired because as soon as I came here before the interview, I had a bit of a conversation with her, and I was in awe. I was in shock. Like, this is a 19-year-old. My God, you're probably older. I know people who are going to be watching these are a bit older, but we are trying to inspire the youth to venture just like her. She's so pretty. Like, you can qualify for a model,
Yeah, they actually called me for that. Actually, they are like, hey, you can come and advertise this for us. Oh, they're like, oh, can you model this for us? Then I'm like, I'm a bit busy, but I can come, but I'm a bit busy, you understand? Yeah, but like they expect me to be doing other things like maybe cosmetics and all that, anything to do with beauty. Then when I tell you that I'm doing dairy farming, you're like, V, you're doing dairy farming, show the work, money, clean money. Period. Don't call it dirty money.
Do you offer training to people who would love to learn about dairy?
Yeah, we offer farm training sessions, virtual meetings, and also physical meetings, and we also do farm auditing. You can call me to your farm. I come and educate you. I teach you about dairy farming, yeah, and its impacts.
So give yourself a shout out. Where do we find you? Do you have a TikTok, YouTube, Instagram? Where are you?
You can reach me on TikTok, Githunguri Premium Breeds, and also in case you have any inquiry, you can also WhatsApp me, you can inbox me, you can text me. Don't forget, my name is Vio Veronica. Yeah.
So that's on period.
By now, you know who she is, where to find her, and the life she's building here. But behind the photos, the posts, the success, there's another side of work, one that doesn't show up online, because when something goes wrong, she still has to show up.
So I want to talk about how I deal with sicknesses and something of sort. Seme kama when you recognize a problem in your farm, this is what I do. Like this cow over here, ng'ombe ni mgonjwa. So what we do, we seclude the sick cow. Maybe huyo ng'ombe mwenye umeona the sign, you seclude him or her, unamweka mahali kando, like to prevent spreading of diseases. Maybe umerecognize tu kitu kidogo. So you can see this cow is very thin, and most probably alikuwa kama wale wengine, the big ones, like the giant ones, but you can see how thin she is. So with time ata recover, with time ata recover. You hata recover in 1 day or 2 days, ata recover with time. So that is what we do. Yeah.
Spending the day with her makes one thing clear. This isn't just about cows or farming or choosing a different path at 19. It's about consistency. Showing up when it's quiet, when it's hard, when no one is watching. We've seen the routine, the pressure, the responsibility, and the discipline it takes to keep this place running every single day. And what started as a risk has grown into something real, something that reaches beyond this farm, because this work doesn't end here. Today, high impact stretches much further than most people realize.
I actually do deliveries everywhere, countrywide, in Uganda, in Tanzania, yani across East Africa, like nimepeleka ng'ombe huko. Yes. When it comes to milk productivities, our cows produce from 25 liters, that is the minimum, to 40 to 45 liters, that is the maximum. If you're in need of a calf, a heifer, an in-calf heifer, a high-yield milker, my number is on the screen. You can call me. Yeah, you can WhatsApp me. You can text me. Welcome all to Githunguri Premium Breeds. Like, you guys are so welcome. Karibuni sana. If you want to learn, if you want to get cows from us, you're so much welcome.